Warning, includes massive spoilers for Fire and Blood, the source material of House of the Dragon. So have you heard about this Daemon Targaryen theory? So there's this idea floating around that Daemon might actually become the three-eyed raven. You know, that mystical figure from Game of Thrones. Fans are pretty split on it though, because honestly, a lot think it would kind of ruin the mystery and complexity that make Daemon's stories so cool in the first place. Okay, quick recap. In Game of Thrones and the books by George R.R. Martin, the three-eyed raven is actually this guy named Brynden Rivers, also called Lord Bloodraven. He's a Targaryen bastard with crazy green-seeing powers, and he's super important in fighting the White Walkers with his visions and stuff. Now, in House of the Dragon Season 2, Daemon has this brief vision of the three-eyed raven, which got fans buzzing that maybe Daemon is going to become the next mystical guardian. People who like this theory point out some neat connections, like both Daemon and Bloodraven have the Valyrian steel sword called Dark Sister. Plus, Bran Stark in Game of Thrones says there have been lots of three-eyed ravens over time, so maybe Daemon's meant to be one too? Sounds kind of convincing, right? But here's the thing. There's really no solid proof for this in the show or the books. Daemon's story ends on a bit of a cliffhanger after his duel with Aemond. His body's never found, so people guess what happened next. Some old ballads even suggest he might have just lived quietly with Nettles, who's a character the show hasn't really introduced yet. That mystery kind of fits his whole Rogue Prince vibe perfectly. Honestly, a lot of fans and critics feel like leaving Daemon's fate open is way more interesting. Fantasy stories thrive on that mystery and those unanswered questions. It lets us dream up so many possibilities. If Daemon just turns into the three-eyed raven, it kind of takes away what made him unique and intriguing from the start. At the end of the day, House of the Dragon really shines when it digs deep into characters and their stories instead of trying to connect every little thing back to Game of Thrones. Yeah, the parallels between Daemon and Bloodraven are cool, but they don't mean Daemon's story has to follow that exact mystical path. Fingers crossed Season 3 gives us some answers while keeping that mysterious charm that makes Daemon so unforgettable.